Dear student, welcome again for enjoying online class. I am Shobhit Khati Mondol, student teacher, English, Surkali Secondary High School, Bodiagata Kunla. Today, I will highlight some points by adapting which you can turn the assertive sentence into interrogative sentence without any confusion. Dear student, here I look at the blackboard. Here I have written some rules, and you will observe the rules and left transition. At first, I have written first rule. Assertive sentence with auxiliary verb. You know more about auxiliary verb. Auxiliary verb is of two kinds: primary auxiliary and modal auxiliary. You of course know about primary auxiliary verb. To be verb, am, is, are, was, are. Be, being or been, to do verb, do, does, did, to have verb, have, has, had. And you also know about modal auxiliary verb. The number of modal auxiliary verb is 13. Can, could, may, might, shall, should, will, would, ought to, going to, need, there, must. And the same sentence with auxiliary verb. If you want to make it interrogative sentence, at first you have to use auxiliary verb plus not plus subject plus principal verb plus extension, and at the end of the interrogative sentence you have to put note of interrogative symbol. You know, in the case of changing or transformation of sentence, if the sentence is in the affirmative form, of course you have to turn it into negative form, and if the statement is in the form of negative, of course you have to make it affirmative form in the case of changing sentence. So, at first rule, assertive sentence with auxiliary verb. And in that case, if you want to make it interrogative sentence, at first you have to use auxiliary verb plus not if the statement is affirmative, next subject, next principal verb plus extension plus note of interrogation. Here I have written an example, and you will be clear about the sentence. Here we are talking about him. You have to make it. At first, you have to identify auxiliary verb. Here we find auxiliary verb here and its principal verb. So, in the case of turning it into interrogative sentence, at first you have to use auxiliary verb at the beginning of the sentence, and you also see that the assertive sentence is in the affirmative form. So when you make it interrogative, you have to make it negative interrogative. So at first you have to use auxiliary verb are as it's an affirmative sentence. So of course you have to use a not. It has to make it into negative. NT is the contracted form of not. The subject with extension, principal verb plus extension and at the end an interrogative note of interrogation. I have written another example. They were not playing football then. Here, auxiliary verb is where principal verb is playing, and you also find the sentence is in the negative form. So, in the case of making it interrogative sentence, you have to make it affirmative form. So, you have to use auxiliary verb at the beginning of the sentence, and as it is a negative form, so you have to remove the not from the sentence because you have to turn it into affirmative. Subject, verb, extension. Are you clear? Well done. Next, auxiliary verb
Three.
Now come to the second rule. Assertive sentence without auxiliary verb. Among the 12 number of tenses, there mention no auxiliary verb in two tenses. And you know the name of the two tenses is present indefinite tense and past indefinite tense. And you also know the auxiliary verb of the present indefinite tense is do or does, and the auxiliary verb of past indefinite tense is did. So, in the case of assertive sentence without auxiliary verb, at such types of sentence, if you want to make it interrogative, at first you have to place don't, do not, don't, or doesn't, or didn't, according to the tense of the affirmative sentence. Next, subject plus present form of principal verb, then extension, and at the end of a note of interrogation. It will be clear when I put an example here. Here I have written hates, hate, readers, hate. You have to make it interrogative. At first you have to identify what type of tense is it. And if you want to identify tense, at first you have to a keen observation of the principal verb. Here the principal verb is behaves. And you know, in the case of present indefinite tense, if the subject is third person, singular number, that is why we have to add s or es at the principal verb. There is no tense among the 12 where we have to add s or es except present indefinite tense. So it's a present indefinite tense, so we can use does and it's a affirmative form, so you have to make it negative. So auxiliary verb does is affirmative, so you have to make it negative. Not, it's the contracted form of not. Subject, hate, principal verb begets, extension hate. We have to remove s because we have to use does. So we have to remove s from the principal verb. Next, I have written another example. Ruma sang very well. It's a past indefinite tense. So we have to use didn't at the beginning of the sentence as an auxiliary verb. Subject, as we use here didn't, so here you have to use the present form of principal verb. Present form of sang is sing. Extension next, very well. Are you clear about the topic? Yes. Of course. Next. Affirmative sentence with everybody, everyone, all plus principal verb. In that case, you have to use who at the beginning of the sentence after who does not or didn't according to the tense. Next the base form of verb, next extension, next note of interrogation. It will be clear if I cited an example here. Everybody fears him. Here it is in the rule of everybody at the beginning of the sentence, and here present indefinite tense. So in that case you have to write who instead of everybody, as the sentence is in the affirmative form. So in the case of interrogative you have to use doesn't, as it is the present indefinite tense, and if we know the auxiliary verb of present indefinite tense is do or does. Here s is here, so we have to use that. And affirmative form, so we have to use not. Fear him. Next I have written another example. All attended the function. Here it's past indefinite tense, so we have to use didn't. Subject V1 the function. Here it's past indefinite tense, so you have to use the auxiliary verb didn't. So we have to use the present form of the verb. Last, assertive sentence with nobody, none, or no one plus verb. In that case, you have to use only who. in place of nobody or none or no one, and the rest of the part would be unchanged. If you observe the example clearly, you would be clear about the matter. Nobody believes a cheat. And of course, you see it's a negative. The sentence is in negative form, so you have to make it interrogative with affirmative form. So in that case, you have to use only who instead of nobody or none or no one, and the rest part of the sentence would be unchanged. I have another example here. None can count my love for you. Here we have to use only who, and that is part of the sentence would be unchanged. So dear student, are you clear about the topic? Do you have any query? Of course, you have understand the topic clearly. Well done. No more today. Meet you again. Till then, stay home and stay safe. Thank you again for taking part of this online class. Thanks to all. Topic.